welcome back, everyone. Today, Luca and I are going to talk about this kind of new phenomenon. So it's called low code and no code. So it's kind of a way to make coding accessible to those of us that didn't study computer science or can't deal with all those digits and numbers and letters. It's really confusing. But yes, Luca, talk to us about low code and no code. What is it exactly?
Well, it's all in the name. No code. It means that there is no code to be written almost. And
Mhm.
low code is essentially saying that or promising to reduce to a minimum the amount of lines of code that you have to write to develop and deploy an AI application.
So exactly how are they doing this? So there's basically just like a system, you log into it and everything's kind of like built already, right? And
Yeah,
then you
it's
kind of
like a web.
just try to put things together.
Yeah, it's like a website. I was saying that allows you to pretty much build what you want
Hmm.
using a minimum amount of time and information. Let's say that I want to create a chat bot that whenever, or a bot that whenever I receive a certain email,
Hmm.
okay, it creates a Notion page, or it creates a Trello card, or it creates a document, okay, on Google. I could do it manually, but it's so much better if it was created automatically. Now, when it
Hmm.
comes to AI, low code and no code are essentially the same paradigm. Okay,
Mm.
let's say that I want to build a classifier for detecting cats and dogs images. Well, I could envisage a situation or a scenario where I take cats and dog images, I drop them into a folder in on a website, and the classifier is built for Luca.
Hmm.
So these are the kind of examples that explain how a no code or a low code system would work.
Okay, so you kind of basically demonstrated some of the advantages, but exactly like if you were to distill the advantages, what would they be? Like, why should I like sign up for a platform like this?
Certainly, it's about accessibility. If you don't have a
Mhm.
technical background in machine learning AI, yeah, you can still take advantage of those very complex tools. Secondly, it's about speed. It's about getting there faster. Obviously, if you have
Mhm.
to code everything from scratch, we're talking about complex technology. We're talking about complex code. It's not going to take you a day or two. It's going to take probably months to come up with a machine learning pipeline. While if you're using something pre-made that where complexity is encapsulated, hey, the gains and the time savings are substantial. And then there is all the all those ancillary benefits related to shareability, related also to no maintenance, because you don't have
Mm.
to maintain these workflows in principle.
In principle. Okay, now that you're saying in principle, tell us about the disadvantages of using low code or no code platforms.
Well, the first disadvantage is that no code and low code works okay, or works well
Mm.
for automating code. All right, for automating non-machine learning applications. When it comes to machine learning application, as we have already said many times in different episodes, I mean, the machine learning and computer vision, they are crippled um, by edge cases, which
Mm.
means that if your application falls into one of them, no
Hmm.
code is a no-go option. You can't use no code, okay, because they are by definition generic. If they aren't
Mm.
generic, not enough people can't use them. So this is the first disadvantage. The second disadvantage is the fact that it could require a lot of thinking if something breaks.
Mm.
Essentially, these are black boxes, so you're not able to really dig into it if something goes wrong or if it's not working. So you don't
Hmm.
have there's a lack of visibility and a lack of customization.
Okay, so well then from the way that you're saying, it sounds like if I were to like run my business, I could probably like use this kind of thing for very efficiency kind of purposes, just to like make sure that something works if it's like an automated booking system, right? If there's an automated response. And then I'm better off actually getting a proper consultant to build me more complex things. Is that how it is?
I think the first question, I mean, I think you just need to ask yourself three questions. Number one,
Mm.
uh, can it be automated with a no-code architecture? Yes or no? Can it be maintained with a no-code architecture, or does it have to be maintained or not? And number three, will I have to change it, or should this no-code automation change over time? Shall I, do I need to improve it? Do I need to, modify it? So if you answer to these three questions, then you should have a pretty good idea on whether or not to use a low code, a no code, or let's say use the old approach, which is build it from scratch.
Okay, grand. That's brilliant. I hope everybody took note of those three very important things. And if you qualify, do look into it. It is a way of making your process more efficient. And we hope that this has been informative and helpful. Thank you, Luca.
Thank you. Bye bye.